What's happening, everyone? Phil with Voxel Dental here, and this is a video I've been planning to make for a little while, but finally had the time. And by the way, on this channel, I truly try to focus on unbiased educational videos and tutorials on products from Voxel Dental. And that's really the entire goal here. If you browse around, you're going to see lots of different videos on different products and manufacturers. Every product has something to get excited about. And in this video, I'm going to show you the Dexis DTX Studio Clinic software and some of its endodontic diagnostic features. I've always loved teaching CBCT for endo over the years, and I can tell you the DTX software makes it pretty cool. So let's jump in. All right, so I first want to just show you some of the basic navigation features of the DTX Studio software and a couple of other features, and then I'll get into the actual the endodontic applications I mentioned. So first of all, we've got our basic axial, coronal, and sagittal views, general navigation. So I'm moving this anterior posteriorly. That's my coronal view. Grabbing this line, this is my sagittal view, moving left to right. And I can grab either one of these views and my axial view. In addition to that, you can see if I move my mouse to the right-hand side of any of these bars, you get little arrows. And that's where you can change the slicing angle of any of these views to look at the long axis of each individual tooth or each individual root. And then in addition to that, you can see on the right-hand side of each of these views, you can grab this little slider so I can move my axial view like so, or grab one of my movement handles to do the same thing. And then the same thing for your sagittal and for your coronal views as well. Okay. In addition to that, if I hold my shift button down, you can actually zoom in on these views. And if you hold the control button down, you can now move this around to center it to your liking. I can also right click and say reset reslice axis. So select that, and then it goes back to square one. All right. So that's just some of the basic navigation. Of course, you've got your 3D rendering, which is going to be a right click. And then what I also like in the software is the different options for your layout. So here I have my axial, coronal, and sagittal views all selected. But if I wanted my cross-sectional views also here, I can do that. And maybe I want to zoom in a little bit here. I can also right click and say, let's look at 6 slices versus 3 slices. Get rid of that. And maybe I want the panoramic view. So it's cool. On the fly, you can actually add the different layout or the different views that you want to see for that particular case. Okay, so if you're used to other software programs, what you're doing for a lot of diagnostic type evaluation with the software, whether it's endo or really anything, a lot of times you want to look at the long axis of each individual tooth or root. So that's what we can do here manually, is we're going to move my coronal slice and then change the angle to the long axis of tooth number 5. So we can see here in the lower right how that affects my view. All right, and then in addition to that, let's move my mouse wheel, and now I can see tooth number 5 here. And then in addition to that, we're going to change the angle of these slices. And if you watch your lower right-hand view, you can see how changing that angle to the long axis of that root really helps you kind of visualize what you want to visualize. And you can do the same thing in this view. If I want to focus on my palatal root, I can do that here, or focus on my buccal root, you can do the same thing. So that's one of the ways that a lot of these programs will work, is being able to mirror the long axis of the tooth and then the root. And now I'm actually just slicing back and forth and using that for diagnostic purposes. Okay, so that's one way to do it. So I'm going to reset my slices, and I'm going to show you, you can do it the way I just showed you in the DTX software, but there's also a much easier way to do it, which is pretty cool. So what you can actually do is, if you notice on the right-hand side, the 3D rendering, you can press the space bar to activate Smart Focus. So I'm going to do that. Touch the space bar, and now you can see with the software's AI, it's automatically detecting the tooth numbers. So if I want to focus on tooth number 5, all I'm doing is hovering over it and then left clicking, a single click. And what you're going to see it do is automatically align those slices to the long axis as I just did manually. So really fast and very, very easy to use to be able to get you those views that you want to check out. So if you're used to using software for endodontic type applications, this is very, very helpful. And you can do the same thing with, right from here, I can say, or select the space bar, and I can hover over tooth 7, and you're going to do the same thing. So a super easy way to get your software where you want to be for diagnostics, okay? Now, let's go back to tooth number 5. So now what we can do is select the Endo tab. So we get to this view, and all we're going to do is do a single click and define root morphology. So what it's asking us here is to define the root morphology for tooth number 5. If I take my mouse, you can see it's going to say indicate a point in the apical section of the buccal canal. Right click to skip it. So what I'm going to do is scroll apically, and we'll get towards the apex, and I'm just going to do a single click in the buccal canal. Now it's telling me indicate a point in the apical section of the palatal canal. Right click to cancel. So I'm going to do the same thing. Go apical aspect of the palatal canal. That's fine. Select here. And then when I'm done, I select done. So that gives us this view. And you can see here is my buccal canal, and here's my palatal canal. And what it's doing is it's going to be isolating the buccal canal in this view, and then isolating the palatal canal in this view. And if I use my scroll or my mouse wheel, I can rotate 360 degrees around that buccal canal because I've identified it by picking that point, and I'm rotating around that buccal canal in 360 degrees. I'm isolating only that canal. And now I'm doing the same thing for my palatal canal. So that could be very powerful to really understand what's happening with that root. Again, that individual root. And you can do that with 3 and 4 roots the same way as I'm doing it here with 2 roots. So very cool stuff. When you're done, you can just go back to your 3D patient, back to where you started. And of course, there's a ton more features to go over. I just wanted to show you a few of the features, especially the endodontic type diagnosis stuff. Hope this is helpful. We'll see you guys around.